How old was David when he killed the giant? People really can't seem to figure it out. I've seen pictures of him fighting Goliath as a little child and as a young man, but which one's right? Numbers 1 verse 3. From 20 years old and upward, all that are able to go forth in war in Israel, you and Aaron shall number them by their armies. Keep in mind that all of David's brothers were fighting in the army, but David wasn't. All males 20 and up fought in Israel's army. From this we can see that David was under 20 years old. In 1 Samuel 16, David was anointed and called the youngest of all Jesse's sons. But in just a few verses later, he's called a man. Check this out. In 1 Samuel 16:18, it says, Then answered one of the servants and said, Behold, I've seen a son of Jesse the Bethlehemite, that is cunning in playing, and a mighty and valiant man, a man of war, and prudent in matters, and a comely person, and the Lord is with him. You have to understand that these two stories are not in chronological order. David wasn't a man of war until after he fought Goliath. So chronologically, David was anointed, he fought the giant, and then this story happened where he played the harp. It's 1 Samuel 17:55 through 56. And when Saul saw David go forth against the Philistine, Goliath, he said to Abner, the captain of the host, Abner, whose son is this youth? And Abner said, As thy soul liveth, O king, I cannot tell. And the king said, Inquire thou whose son this stripling is. If David had been playing the harp for Saul that whole time, of course, Saul would have known who David was. And his right-hand man, Abner, he would have known as well. So this explains why he was called a mighty man of war at that time. The reason why the author did not put the story in chronological order was to compare how the Holy Spirit left Saul and then came on to David. So David was anointed with the Holy Spirit, and it came on to him, and then Saul disobeyed God, and the Spirit left him. In 1 Samuel 17:33, you see, And Saul said to David, Thou art not able to go against this Philistine to fight with him, for you are but a youth, and he is a man of war from his youth. 2 Samuel 5:4. David was 30 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned for 40 years. So if David was under 20 when he fought the giant, and 30 when he became king, this means that there was at least 10 years from the time that he killed the giant until the time that he became king.